Okay, so I'm busy with this tracksuit pants. Um, uh, Yesterday, this is actually a pattern that I bought from uh, this company online, Easy Stitch. It's a South African company. Um, their patterns are really nice if you don't want to draw your own patterns up. They fit the South African sizes very nicely. Um, Yesterday, I want to make some corduroy pants for myself. So those of you who checked the previous video, yesterday I just drew up pants uh, for myself with my own measurements. Because I find that some of these patterns, I don't like the way that they sit, and especially because the corduroy pants are more formal pants. I find it better to just draw up your own, take your own measurements and draw up your own pattern from scratch. I very rarely do that. Basically, only for myself, I will draw up patterns for scratch. Of patterns from scratch. I prefer to identify a company that makes patterns like these guys here that I use to make ready to wear for my clients. So if the client comes here, he must fit this one of the sizes, and I rarely make alterations. I don't do alterations, so the client must fit either small, medium, large, extra large, 3XL, and then I make him these type of pants. Because I don't make formal pants, it's easier to use these type of patterns. For the hoodies, there's another company, it's a Swedish company that I make use for the hoodies, I think. No, for the hoodies, I also make use of this, of their patterns. Their patterns are beautiful, this company's patterns. Not all of their patterns are online, but most of them are online. So for me, it is easier just to take patterns that have already been graded, and the client just fit a size, and then I make him that size. Because if there's a large turnover, it's very difficult to draw up patterns for every person. If you maybe you're making more formal clothes and stuff like that, then it's important to take the measurements and to draw up patterns. But for me, this is what I use most of the times, and there are already a lot of patterns on the market in any case. And if you're doing like tracksuit pants and tracksuit jackets and that type of stuff, there's not such a huge difference in between sizes. So maybe it's a centimeter or two. So for this tracksuit, it's going to be for myself. So I decided, let me buy one of their patterns and see how this will fit me. But yeah, so it's good to learn how to do your own patterns. I think it's important because then you learn about all the measurements. Like for instance, here you can see the measurements that I took yesterday for myself: the seat, the waist, the body rise, the inside leg, all of that type of things. And then you use these measurements to basically draw up the pattern, and it's not difficult at all. There are lots of books available that you can purchase and that you can use, and that will teach you how to do this. But as I say, I seldom do it for anybody else. I normally only do it for myself, and because I like my pants to sit and fit a certain way. The only thing with this company that I found was there's no instructional videos on YouTube. I couldn't find any. Maybe there is, I don't know. But they've got a lot of patterns available, and uh, from kiddie sizes up to adults. So yeah, so I just want to see how these activewear pants will fit me as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy. The thing is also what I've done with my pants is that, and that is the main thing why I don't do it for clients. They must take ready to wear. Is because if you make patterns for yourself, and I'm not a professional pattern maker. I'm just telling my what in my experience is that you need to do fittings. So even if you just make basic shorts, um, you need to make a garment and then of from material that's cheaper than the material you're planning on using, calico or something like that, which in South Africa is extremely expensive, and then fit it. And then after the fit, you make changes, and then you do that. So the client must fit once or twice if you make like pants, for instance. So I honestly, I don't have the time for that. Uh, I just don't have the patience for that type of thing. So that's why I only basically, when I do measurements, I do it for myself. And that's the way that I did the safari shirts as well. They are ready to wear stuff, different sizes, and the only thing I did was is I made sure that most of the sizes can fit South African people. Um, so yeah, but I also think, like in this case, it is good to support companies that are, especially local companies that are making patterns. Um, there goes a lot of effort into making these patterns, grading the patterns, making sure that the fit at least fit a certain group of people. So one must support them as well. But I think it is also important to learn how to make your own patterns. Um, uh, I learned from friends that are tailors that showed me how to do it, and um, from watching videos on YouTube, books. There are great books available that you can use that will teach you how to do the pattern making. And because I'm only focusing on basically men's clothing, it also makes things a little bit easier. Because a lot of these people, they won't teach you um, the pattern making for the men's clothing, not unless you first go through the motions of women's clothing. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to these pants now because I want to see how this pattern is going to fit. Um, this company is not sponsoring me. There are lots of other companies available on the internet that you can use to purchase, to buy patterns. The only thing is once you've purchased a pattern, is maar to test the different sizes. of those patterns, and some people for some patterns you still need to make alterations to the patterns, but over time you sort out where you buy patterns, how they measure the populations and that type of stuff. So yeah, so I do both. I do the measurements now, but only for myself, and then for clients who want to purchase tracksuits or safari shirts or hoodies or that type of stuff, they have to take one of the sizes that are available. I don't make alterations at all. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to start now with this was now the front. So I'm going to do the back now. So this is the back part. This pattern, you just download and you paste everything together, all the pages. You just make sure that you've got all your pages are correct. I'm not sure if this is going to be big enough. So I added the pocket there now. So these rulers, this ruler is a French curve, I think. Yeah, it's a French curve, I think. And, these rulers are lovely rulers. I think if you have this ruler, if you just do like normal sewing, and if you have this ruler and the one that goes for this part, the hips, and this ruler, that ruler, then I think it's more than enough. I use this, there's lots of things that you can use, but I use this interfacing to trace off the patterns. But yeah, hopefully I will get a chance soon next year to attend the short course on sewing. And then at least everything is not based on YouTube videos and what friends have taught me to do. Because I've got a lot of friends that are tailors, and we've worked together on some projects. Sometimes I ask him to help me if the volumes are high. But it's always good to attend some kind of formal course, even if it's just an introduction, and they teach you how to thread the sewing machine. Yeah. And in South Africa, I think we are lucky. We've got lots of people that does sewing, and lots of fashion schools and places that teach people sewing that can only attend on Saturdays, that are not working in the week. So there's a lot of those places. Yeah. So we'll see how this one turns out.